Hey Margaret, I'm hoping that you'll see this before you leave, but if not, I'll just make you watch it when you get here. But Brandon just left to go pick you guys up, and I was killing time on the computer, and I had an email from Will. Yeah. And so it was a pretty urgent email with a video message attached. The email was pretty much just him begging me to watch this video. So I watched it. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I'm gonna show it to you first and then let you know what I think about it.
Hi, Elinor. I'm sure this comes as a surprise, but it's important to me that you take the time to listen to this. I know you probably feel I don't have the right to ask you that, but please. I need to explain everything that happened between Marianne and I, so that she, you, and Margaret might one day forgive me. Or at least not think so badly of me. You're probably also thinking that this seems random and what's the point of explaining now, but I ran into Miss Jennings yesterday, and she informed me that Marianne is seriously ill. I guess she too held my actions against me, and she tried to make me feel terrible. And it worked. I hope that you'll let me know as soon as Marianne starts to recover. I just can't shake the feeling that she might be dying, and when I first met you all, I thought that becoming your friend would be a pleasant way to pass the time during my stay. Marianne's closeness I treated flippantly with no serious intention, and I selfishly tried to win her affection without ever intending to return it. I didn't even think how much it would hurt her, because at the time I didn't know what love was. But more and more, I found myself attached to Marianne. I realized that I had developed a real liking for her, and the time that we spent together was the best I've ever known. At this point, I was fully committed to Marianne, and I just kept putting off telling her again and again because I wanted to resolve my current circumstance of debt and barely making it by on my own. But finally, I decided I couldn't put it off anymore, and I decided to tell her, and the day that I left, between my resolve to tell Marianne how I really felt and my sudden departure, so many unexpected things happened. I'm sure at this point, certain parties have informed you of an incident in my past. My aunt found out and was irate. I tried to explain the whole situation and calm her down, but it didn't go well. She disinherited me. At one point, she tried to convince me to go back to Liz, but I couldn't do that. I don't know how biased Brandon's version of the affair was, but I'm sure he pinned all of the blame on me. And I'm not trying to defend my actions, but it's not like Liz was an unwilling party. After that, I guess I just got scared. Having a comfortable life was more important to me at the time than staying with Marianne. I knew I had to find my way into money, and the fastest way to do that was through the daughter of a wealthy family I had known for years. Our families had always tried to get us together, and Sophie had always been keen on the idea, so I knew it was a sure thing. I decided that I would leave immediately after I broke everything off with your sister. I debated whether or not to tell your sister in person, and I decided I would in an effort to somewhat mask what had really happened between my aunt and I. I did feel guilty, but after I left town, I felt relieved. Like I could move on, I could get past it, I could forget. And then the notes came. At the first, like a dagger through my heart. And Marianne would roll her eyes if she ever heard me using such a cliche metaphor. But things with Sophie were almost finalized, and I ignored her texts. I ignored her calls. I tried to avoid all of you. I told myself I didn't care. I told myself that you all meant nothing to me. And then the party. Marianne texted me afterwards, and Sophie saw it first. She was extremely jealous, and she took matters into her own hands and responded for me, with all of the gentle care that I'm sure I would have added myself. After that, she made me delete all messages and pictures of Marianne and myself. I hope all of this gives you a better understanding of what's happened. And I hope it also helps for you to not think that I am as guilty as you probably assumed that I am. Now, you know my intentions were not always bad. And I just ask that you share this video with Marianne when she's better, so that she knows it too. And I know that Margaret has been posting many of these happenings to her vlog, and if she would like to include this, that's fine. I figure the less people who absolutely hate my guts, the better. I'd like to add one more thing. Even after all of this, Marianne is so precious and dear to me. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't regret letting her go.
It was good to hear what he had to say, even if I disagreed with some of it, even if it made me angry. Hearing his perspective, I mean, at least he was thinking about us a little bit. It was a relief on the one hand to hear that he actually did care for Marianne, but on the other hand, it makes his behavior that much more horrible because he did care about her, but he still left. I don't know, and it definitely doesn't excuse his other actions. He was careless and heartless towards Liz, at the very least. It's also really hard to hear him talk so warmly of Marianne when he's still engaged to another girl that he doesn't even like, or maybe he likes her, he doesn't love her, and he's not gonna leave her. I just don't understand that at all. Hearing his side of things makes him slightly less reprehensible than before, but not enough. And I don't know, I think watching this video might help Marianne get some closure about the whole thing. Margaret, I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about the video. I'll see you soon and we can talk about it. Okay. Love you. Bye.